it's a grinder. It's a marijuana grinder. Okay? You might the kid might tell his parents, "Oh, it's a yo-yo." No, it's for grinding marijuana. This is a pipe. Kids make this stuff. Now, we actually took this off of a teenager once, and it's a toilet paper roll, and it's got fabric softener sheets in it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they were smoking illegal substances and blowing it through here so it wouldn't smell.
I can't carry you.
I tell parents all the time about, looking for signs and things of that nature. This is regular Visine. I mean, common this time of year with allergies. My eyes right now are bothering me, so I should take a drug. You know what I mean? So this by itself, it's not drug paraphernalia. This is how we climb up the ladder to get to reasonable suspicion, probable cause, and things we need to do our job. So, and this is a good tool for parents to know. So your son or daughter teenager has Visine on. Not a big deal. Maybe their eyes are bothering them. But if you get to the point where you see them with Visine and Joker rolling papers, as you see here, or blunt rolling papers, these were used because kids started to take cigars and cut open the cigars and take all the tobacco out of the cigar and fill them with marijuana. And they smoke what they call blunts.
What do they do with the Visine bottle?
It could be drug paraphernalia. By itself, it's not a big deal.
They put
But it masks the bloodshot eyes you would have from smoking marijuana. Your eyes would become red, obviously.
That's fine.
So it's something that would mask them. So the blunt, the companies got smart. Instead of them having to buy cigars, they just started to get flavored blunt wrappers. I don't know too many people who go out and buy regular tobacco, and fill their own cigars. But so these are obviously designed for teenagers or people who are going to smoke marijuana. So this by itself, not a big deal. You start to put pieces of the puzzle together, maybe rolling papers,
Digital scales.
maybe a grinder, rolling papers, or blunt wrappers. Now this is giving us probable cause to believe if we pulled a car over and just found Visine, we're not going to be able to search that car for drugs. We pull over a car and we see Visine in the console with wrapping papers and a scale. We're searching that car. That's giving us probable cause to believe that there's drug paraphernalia. Where there's drug paraphernalia, more than likely there's drugs.
How has the new pot laws changed the way you guys do your business?
It changes a lot of things because obviously now under an ounce, unless it's distribution, so now we're looking for different tools such as a scale, the way things are packaged. So you can have less than an ounce wrapped in 5 different packaging. That's telling me that's not for your own private use. That's telling me it's distribution. So now that's illegal. But anything under an ounce of marijuana is now just civil, so you get fined. We send a fine up to town hall and they pay a simple fine. Some of these kids have really gotten smart. They're pretty much like, the fabric softener thing. This kid should be at MIT right now making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just took a regular flashlight, made a pipe out of it. Regular plumbing supplies, a pipe. A trumpet, trombone, mouthpiece, made a pipe.
Special.
My favorite pipe of all I couldn't find is in one of the boxes. We have like three boxes full of paraphernalia. One of them was a Maxolot, a magic marker.
Oh, yeah.
That the back came out and there was a pipe. You could not tell the difference between this being a real magic marker or the fake pipe in here. Regular household products. This is just a pen, aluminum foil, and a soda or water bottle. Soda. My favorite, the teeny. Who drinks these? Anybody over 7 drinking a teeny? It's nothing but sugar, buddy. All right. Some lighters that you may see. This paraphernalia. Obviously, if you see this in the kid's bureau, it's telling you that he's smoking marijuana or liking marijuana. It's got the pot plant right on it. We've got hundreds of these for kids.
What's the knife?
These are just knives that we've gotten off of kids. You'll see down here, some of them hold lighters, and there's a knife in it. Some other cool things. This is just a regular 2x4. Drilled a hole in it, had a socket piece, and made a pipe out of it. It's not that difficult. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure this out. This, regular lighter, got this off of a kid's school. And it turns into a sugar. So these are things you can find on the internet or flea markets, and they're disguised very well. This is a shotgun shell, and this is a lighter.
What's the largest blade that you can legally carry? Is it like 4 inches?
It depends the scenario.
Just like
it's like we use a judgment like 3 fingers.
Okay.
But like in a school setting, which happens all the time, unfortunately. A kid may bring this just to show and tell or something like that. It is illegal for anybody
Yeah, I'm not talking
to
about
carry.
kids.
In a school setting, on a campus, even like at a football game or anything else. You should never, ever have a knife or a weapon on you.
Because you lose it somewhere.
Even an adult who has a license to carry, even a principal of a high school, middle school, is not allowed to carry a firearm on school property, even if they have a license to carry. The only one allowed on a campus, school facility, is law enforcement. So, this is just a drug identification kit. This is something that we would talk to kids in the middle school age level with. Some of the diseases that are affiliated with some of the drugs that they take. Everything in it synthetic, fake, lookalikes, what marijuana looks like, some of the tools you may see with it, a roach clip, a roach, a pipe, get into coke and heroin up here, heroin, a spoon, a burnt out spoon. They put the drug on there, they heat it up, and then they empty it into a syringe. Nowadays, this kit here is kind of outdated because this was my age group school of thinking about heroin. Kids didn't do heroin because they thought it was a drug that had a stigma to it. You stick a needle into your arm. Now the drug lords have gotten smart, and they said the coke was big in the 80s, so they changed the So now what you're having is a form of heroin. It's a powdered form, which is very cheap on the streets right now. So kids are just snorting heroin, which wasn't back in, I'm 40. My age group wasn't snorting heroin. They were, snorting cocaine. Now the drugs have said, listen, we're going to market our drugs to compete with cocaine. And what they did was they made the purity of heroin so strong that now it can be a snort effect and you don't have to mainline it into your arm. Taking away the stigma. But those kids who are snorting or taking oxys or Percocets what are from the opiate family, those kids who start by doing those drugs, who end up snorting heroin, sooner or later are going to get to the point where they're mainlining it because they're going to want that direct, instead of it breaking down through their membranes, getting that direct result.